Let's be real for a moment. You have dreams, you have vision, you have a purpose burning inside your chest. But without money, without power, you're trapped. You can't move how you want. You can't help who you want. You can't live how you want. So stop pretending money doesn't matter. Stop acting like broke is humble. It's not. It's painful. It's limiting. It keeps you from becoming who you are meant to be. You have to become rich, not for greed, but for freedom. Being rich isn't about showing off. It's about breaking chains. It's about never begging again, never waiting for permission again, never watching someone else decide your worth. When you're rich, you choose. You decide where you go. You decide how to live. You decide who you become. That's what this is really about. Not just about money in your hands, but power in your heart. The world doesn't listen to the broke. The world listens to the powerful. The world listens to the ones who build themselves when no one believed they could. Poverty isn't just a lack of money, it's lack of options. When you're broke, you settle. You take what you're given. You stay quiet when you should speak. You compromise your values because survival doesn't wait for pride. But when you're rich, you have room to dream. You have space to breathe. You have time to build something that lasts. This is not about greed, it's about ownership, because you can own your future if someone else owns your time. You can't own your vision if you keep trading it for a paycheck. You want to help people? Get rich. You want to change your family's name? Get rich. You want to stop living in fear? Get rich. Because the world doesn't respect potential, it respects results. Let me remind you, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's handing you wealth. Nobody's building your dream for you. You have to wake up earlier. You have to think sharper. You have to move with hunger. You have to build what no one sees. Work while they sleep. Grind while they doubt. Sacrifice while they scroll. That's the cost. The road to wealth isn't built on comfort. It's built on discipline. There will be nights you cry from exhaustion. Days you doubt your worth. Moments you question why you started. But if you can push through that, if you can stay hungry when nothing's working, if you can keep building when you're broke, tired and alone, then one day you'll stand in the life you created and realize the pain was the prize. People will tell you money isn't everything. They'll say be grateful. They'll tell you to slow down. But look around. Gratitude doesn't pay rent. Kindness doesn't buy medicine. Hard work doesn't always feed your family. You need strategy. You need leverage. You need wealth. Because wealth gives you time. Wealth gives you choice. Wealth gives you a voice in a world that ignores silence. You think money is evil? Then you have never been powerless. You have never had to choose between dreams and survival. You have never watched someone you love suffer because you couldn't afford help. That's when you understand money isn't the root of evil. Ignorance is, fear is, laziness is. Every rich person you see was once broke. The difference, they didn't stay there. They didn't wait for the perfect time. They didn't wait for luck. They didn't wait for someone to understand them. They made a decision, I will not die broke. That's where it starts. Not in your bank account, but in your mind. Because before you get rich financially, you must get rich mentally, rich in mindset, rich in hunger, rich in belief. That's the foundation. The broke mindset says I can't. The rich mindset says how can I? The broke mindset blames. The rich mindset learns. The broke mindset waits. The rich mindset acts. You can't build wealth with excuses. You can't build a legacy with comfort. You have to build it when it hurts. You have to invest when it's risky. You have to move when everyone else stands still. There will be days you question if it's worth it. You look at others living easy and wonder why you chose the hard path. But that's the difference between a dreamer and a builder. A dreamer wishes, a builder sacrifices. A dreamer waits, a builder acts. And one day the builder owns what the dreamer prayed for. You want to be free? Then you have to fight. You want to rest? Then you have to grind. You want to inspire? Then you have to rise. Because the truth is, you can't lead from the bottom. You can't build impact without income. So build wealth not to escape work, but to escape limitation. Understand this. Money doesn't change who you are. If you're generous, wealth lets you give more. If you're visionary, wealth lets you build faster. If you're grateful, wealth lets you bless others. But if you stay broke, you can't help anyone. Your intentions mean nothing if your reality keeps you stuck. So stop apologizing for wanting more. Stop shrinking your visions to fit people's comfort zones. Stop feeling guilty for wanting freedom. You don't owe anyone smallness. You owe yourself greatness. You have to become rich because your dreams deserve to live, because your family deserves options, because your future depends on what you build now. This isn't just about you. It's about people counting on you, your kids, your parents, your friends who still believe in you. They're waiting for the day you rise. They're waiting for you break the cycle. Every generation before you, they've worked, they struggled, they survived. Now it's your time to thrive. You were not born just to pay bills and die. You were born to lead, to create, to elevate. The truth is, money doesn't make you powerful. Discipline does, vision does, execution does. But wealth gives you a platform. It gives you the reach. It gives you the voice. And once you have that, you can do what the world said you couldn't. You can build schools, feed families, change lives, create jobs, support dreams. You can become the hope you once prayed for. That's why you must become rich, because the poor version of you can't do anything. There's no shame in wanting more. There's only shame in staying less when you know you're capable of more. Every great soul that walked this earth faced the choice: remain small or grow big. And every one of them chose expansion. So why not you? Why not now? Why not build something so big that world can't ignore your name? You have one life. Don't spend it surviving. Spend it building. Spend it creating something your children will thank you for. Spend it proving that your struggle had a purpose. Because one day, when you're free, when you're standing on the mountain you built, you look back and say, it was all worth it. You have to become rich not to show off, but to show what's possible. To prove that someone like you can rise from nothing, can build from pain, can create from ashes. You have to become rich because the world needs more good people with power, and that person is you.